Shocking! The BTS fan community, also known as ARMY, is once again shaken by a major issue. The relationship of Jikook, the duo name for Jimin and Jungkook, is rumored to be drifting apart. Even more surprising, speculation has emerged that RM, the BTS leader, is now acting as Jimin's personal bodyguard. Is the internal dynamic of a group as big as BTS really experiencing such an unexpected shift? This issue first surfaced after circulating clips and photos showing Jimin and Jungkook rarely seen together in several public appearances. If in the past their interactions always became the center of attention because they were considered sweet, warm, even iconic, now fans are starting to wonder, where has that closeness gone? The question grew stronger through several moments when RM appeared highly protective accompanying Jimin, whether at the airport or at certain events. Speculation about the drifting of Jikook's relationship is not new, but this time the atmosphere feels different. Fans who are long used to witnessing their natural intimacy suddenly faced a narrative that there is emotional distance between them. The phrase "Jikook are no longer close" then went viral on social media. Some fans felt a sense of loss. Others tried to calm themselves by saying this is only normal dynamics among members who have been together for so long. Yet still, the sensation of losing Jikook's warmth has shaken the ARMY community. Amid that uneasiness, the figure of RM suddenly emerged, adding a dramatic layer to the situation. The BTS leader was caught on camera several times walking closely, guiding, even visibly protecting Jimin from the crowd. This action made the public immediately link it with a new narrative. RM becomes Jimin's bodyguard. Although clearly this is more of a hyperbolic interpretation from fans, the fact that RM appeared protective made many people increasingly believe that a new dynamic is taking shape within BTS. This phenomenon is interesting because it touches on two things at once. First, the personal relations between group members that are always in the spotlight. Second, the way fans build dramatic narratives out of simple interactions. A Korean pop culture expert even argued that minor tensions in boy group relationships can quickly transform into major issues once they meet the collective imagination of fans. The case of Jikook drifting apart and RM bodyguard Jimin is clear evidence of how public perception can create waves of discourse far larger than the actual facts. ARMY's reactions on social media were highly diverse. Some wrote of disappointment, feeling the once warm bond is now only a memory. Others defended, stating that maturity and the busy schedules of each member naturally reduce their interactions. On the other hand, many even praised RM for his responsible stance as leader and protector of his members. All these narratives blended, producing long debates that reveal how strong the emotional bond is between fans and BTS. If explored further, why can rumors like this grow so rapidly? The answer lies in the role of ARMY as a highly active and digitally connected community. Every gesture, glance, even seating distance between members can be analyzed, debated, then spread worldwide in minutes. This is what makes the Jikook drifting issue not just a small rumor, but a global discussion material. Combined with RM's firm visuals at Jimin's side, this news transformed into a mini-drama attracting millions of eyes. However, it should be noted that to this day there has been no official statement from BTS or their agency. All interpretations circulating purely originate from fans' observations. This fact makes the discourse increasingly wild because there is no clear confirmation or denial. This uncertainty instead becomes the main fuel for the growth of theories, speculations, and even fan-style investigations. Nevertheless, there is a positive side to this phenomenon. The presence of an issue like RM bodyguard Jimin shows how strong fans' attention is toward the group's internal dynamics. Instead of merely consuming music, fans engage in social, emotional, even symbolic interpretations of their idols' everyday interactions. This is what distinguishes K-pop fandom from other music communities. Emotional closeness so intense it creates grand narratives. Is it true that Jikook are drifting apart? Is RM really becoming Jimin's bodyguard? The answer may not be as simple as yes or no. What is clear, this uproar marks how BTS is not merely a music group, but a global cultural phenomenon. Every small change in their interactions can shake the hearts of millions of fans. This drama may fade, or it may give birth to a new chapter in the long journey of BTS. One thing is certain, ARMY in Uproar is not merely a sensational headline, but a real depiction of how the international fandom works, shaping narratives and creating new mythology around their idols. And as long as BTS remains the center of gravity in the world of K-pop, issues like Jikook drifting apart and RM as Jimin's bodyguard will continue to live, igniting curiosity and affirming one thing: behind every rumor, there is always ARMY's undeniable love for BTS. If examined more deeply, the uproar is not merely about who is close with whom within the group. For ARMY, every change in BTS members' interactions carries symbolic meaning. The closeness of Jimin and Jungkook over the years has been regarded as an icon of sincere friendship. Many fans have made Jikook moments a representation of warmth and solidarity within BTS. So, when the rumor of drifting surfaced, that sense of loss felt deeply personal. The presence of RM in this narrative also cannot be separated from his position as leader. All this time, RM has been known as a figure capable of balancing the group's emotions and vision. Simple actions like walking beside Jimin or guiding him through crowds are quickly interpreted as symbols of protection. In an academic lens, this phenomenon shows how small actions can gain layered meaning because they are interpreted by millions of fans' eyes full of emotional attachment. However, it must be emphasized, the drifting of Jikook's interactions does not automatically mean there is personal conflict. Factors like individual busyness, tight schedules, even each member's solo projects could be the main cause of reduced public interactions. Jimin is busy with solo activities, Jungkook as well, while RM carries his role as leader and individual with independent projects. Yet, because the public has long been accustomed to Jikook's intimacy, even small differences are enough to trigger an uproar. This phenomenon simultaneously shows how K-pop fandom works as an interpretation machine. Fans do not only enjoy music, but also read gestures, expressions, even the body dynamics of their idols. All those details are then stitched into collective narratives that spread widely. That is why the phrase RM becomes Jimin's bodyguard sounds dramatic, though it originates from ordinary moments magnified by the global community's imagination. Then, what are the long-term impacts of this issue? First, it shows that BTS still holds extraordinary appeal even though each member is focusing on individual paths. Second, such rumors keep public discourse alive. Instead of sinking during the group's activity break, fans still have something to discuss, analyze, and even debate. In other words, this issue becomes the fuel that keeps BTS relevant in the world's public mind. Furthermore, this uproar also shows the unique dynamic of the relationship between celebrities and fans in the digital era. Every interaction is now documented, spread, then interpreted with extraordinary intensity.